I forgot to hit the go live button. I'm a dumbass. Hey everyone, welcome to the New Japan Royal Quest 4 stream. I am Darren, your very cute GM, and I am slowly getting out of frame. But yeah, we are live. So right now we have our opening pre-show match. The pre-show match is I need to get the names up again because I totally forgot. It is pre-show. Where is pre-show? Pre-show is Oscar Lube and Yuta Nakashima versus Brandon White and Danny Jones. It is a tag team match, one fall, 30-minute time limit. I do not know who these people are. I have no idea who these people are. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, kicking off. Currently, if you're on New Japan World, the English commentary isn't going to be put up until tomorrow, but Rev Pro has their own English commentary if you choose it to watch it from there. So again, if you want to watch the match, New Japan World, Rev Pro, more nefarious means of watching. But yeah, we have our two opponents in the ring currently. And I already forgot their names because this is the pre-show and I don't watch a lot of I watch a lot of UK wrestling. Let me get their names up again. Hey Toddy, how you doing? Yes. So currently in the ring, he just tagged out to Yuto, and we also have I don't know which one it is. I assume it's Brennan. I have no idea. I've never seen these guys in my life. This is why it's the pre-show. I mean, they're doing a good job. They're doing a fine and excellent job. Lots of back and forth shoulder tackles and that contest that you usually see over and again. But yeah, this is I missed opening the show because like, where's the fucking go live? Oh, the go live button's in the corner. I forgot. I do enjoy the Japanese commentary. Sometimes when I do watch it, it's on Japanese commentary, especially when there have been a weird round of commentators New Japan has had, and there were times prior where I had to mute it. Now, Kelvin Kelly, I always misremember his name because there's like so many like yeah, Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly wasn't a bad commentator. Like especially him and Don Callis were my favorite commentators when I started watching New Japan. The only problem is Kevin Kelly turned out to be let's talk about your wrestling. I do enjoy the new guy they have right now. I have a very soft spot for well, the new guy isn't the new guy is I believe his name is Stuart Walker. Chris Carlton. I have a very soft spot for him because he is just like this really like nerdy like guy who, he has a book out actually, and I've been meaning to read that book. It is called, if you are interested in it, it is called Shells, Pro Wrestling in the Tokyo Dome. I've been told it's very good. And I know a little bit about the history of New Japan. Um, Obviously, the more popular YouTube channels on, you know, the more popular YouTube channels cover more of the history of WWE, which is where I've gotten most of my like historic information from. Yeah, it was very difficult for me getting into wrestling, and like missing a whole boatload of references. That was the biggest part. That was one of the harder parts. However, there are a lot of channels like Wrestling with Regret was a good channel for me to like, understand like what storylines were going on with at the certain major pay-per-views and everything of that nature. So yeah. Kevin Kelly slander. Yeah, I mean, he okay. So this is coming from somebody who started watching New Japan shortly after, you know, trying to watch Raw in 2015, 2016. He never ever seemed unprofessional. I've never heard before coming to AEW. I didn't really hear too many bad things about it. Um, I also liked Ian for Ring of Honor. But yeah, it was the the whole like political shit, and like it totally turned me off to Kevin Kelly or whatever like good memories I had of him for commentary back in the day, unfortunately. Um okay, Udo is being tagged in. This is gonna be real hard because I'm watching the Japanese commentary. Uh, Thankfully, I know most of the New Japan roster, and I have the Royal Quest card up currently, so I know most of the New Japan guys. Obviously, I don't know most of the English folks except for Michael Oku. Michael Oku is really good. Like we've seen him on AEW once, I believe, and he was good. There was that match he had with MJF um in Rev Pro, I get think, and he did pretty well. No, Michael Oku is I'm really surprised they didn't sign Michael Oku because he's very good. But then again, if we go by John Moxley's explanation the other night, 150 on the roster. I think there's more people on the roster. Maybe that's like 150 people full time on the roster, and he's not counting like part timers. But Michael Oku's really good. He's super good, and he has like a partner or wrestling, not like a wrestling accomplice. Is she on this show? I think I would know her name if I saw it. I don't think she's on the show unless I don't think it's Danny. Um, Rev Pro has the English version. They're gonna put English on the tomorrow for New Japan commentary. I think Michael's still with Rev Pro. I am going to see. Signed where? Um, yeah, the last thing is they said was he was close to signing with All Elite Wrestling. Um, that was back in August, though. Yeah, still part of the Rev Pro roster. It looks like for now. I've watched him in a few videos with the Wrestle Talk guys. They have like a little game show they had on there, and I like him. He seems like a good dude. You have a good power slam. I don't know. Like was the last thing they said was that it was close to signing with AEW, and then something may happen. I know Maiko Oku has like kids and stuff too. So maybe there's like something going on with family or something, but I'm not sure. But he's very good. I just like every other person that's signed to AEW roster. I just hope they are utilized very well. All right, we got the tag team of. They didn't even put the tag team name on the. I hate it when they do this. They didn't put the tag team name on the card. I know it's young. I think they're both young blood. Yeah, they're young blood. But I don't know. I don't know if Brandon White and Danny Jones. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up. I have a computer in front of me. Um, Brandon White and Danny Jones tag team. Interesting. Brandon White is also known as nickname Party Boy and Raving. Current tag team Rev Pro. Are they current tag team Rev Pro champions? He's Welsh. That's nice. Greedy Souls, is that their name? Yeah, they're called Greedy Souls. Okay, Greedy Souls versus Youngblood. Cool. Nice that I might have missed the commentary saying that, except it's in Japanese. Look, I took 2 semesters of Japanese and I gave up. Okay, Youngblood has taken the win. Nice, 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 nice. I'm not feeling their hair, especially Yuto's. I don't know. I don't really like the shaggy. I just got out of bed look, unfortunately. Who's he? Who's Michael Oku? Who's the match with? It is with. Oh, it's with Fujita. Okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Is he supposed to? All right, let's mute this for now. Um, yeah. So okay, so the first match after this will be Taiji Ishimori and person. It just says and X versus CPF, Joe Lando and Danny Black. All right. I don't know about anything about these two young men, Joe Lando and Danny Black. Yeah, who are they gonna tie with Taiji? Taiji is very good. I remember when he was introed as Bone Soldier, and he turned heads for a while because he is jacked. And, and I think this is when Hiromu was on his like Hiromu was on top of the junior division for a long while. I mean, they did give him the rub when he was first introduced after coming back from excursion. This is Hiromu Takahashi. He beat Kushida in like under 3 minutes, and Kushida was champion, and he won. He won. That's how you did the excursion. They needed new blood in at that point in time. They needed new blood in the New Japan junior heavyweight division because she was getting stale. Because she was good, she was great, but like a lot of these long time reigns, unless you have a credible champion or a line of credible champions, it's going to be boring. That is, and unfortunately, that's unfortunate. And then they brought in Taiji into Bullet Club, and he rocked out for a bit. And also, they started developing or further developing Hiromu's rivalry with El Desperado. They had a big back and forth. They're basically forever rivals. And actually, Hiromu, I think, brings out the best in El Desperado, or Despy as the community nicknames him. Despy, it was always kind of on an Bushi level. Bushi's good, but yeah. I saw Takahashi versus Naito Koka. It was genius. I didn't know, like, so it was on Hiromu's channel, which I was just like, Hiromu does like interview things from time to time. He talks to people. Unfortunately, most of the time, they don't throw up the English subtitles, which everybody has been clamoring for. But it was they did the Iron Chef commercial as a slow cooker. It was so good though. Like by the end of it, I'm just like, yeah, I can see why you did that. But Japanese like infomercials, I would say, I'm gonna just call them infomercials. Japanese infomercials, commercials, they are on like another level. Like they are really, really entertaining. Um, at some point you should check out some of the like the Thai commercials too. Like there's some Thai fried chicken commercials and things of that nature which are really good. Like daytime soap opera type of stuff. It's amazing. But speaking of wrestlers that have YouTube channels, Ibushi actually has a channel. I think he posted something very recently, and sometimes he does do like an English version of his videos. Kota Ibushi. Let's look at his channel. There's way too many wrestling YouTube channels. There we go. So his most recent one, there's no English version yet, but he is interviewing. Yep, Ibushi is on. So if you type in Ibushi YouTube channel, you will find it. His most recent YouTube video is he talks with Yuji Nagata, Blue Justice, New Japan dad. I love New Japan. I don't know. I mean, he's one of the great pioneers. I don't know too much about him, but like I've always liked him. Like he gives off like major like dad energy to like all the young lions and stuff. So I was just like, he's going in my book. Um yeah. He has a YouTube channel. Um yeah, so when he started his YouTube channel, so he's had this YouTube channel for like a year, it looks like already. And he hasn't been doing it lately, but his earlier videos, he does have like an English version of his videos. Um, Nothing with Kenny as far as I know. I'm sure he had to have something because his unfortunate yeah. Actually, I will link it in the chat, the YouTube channel if you cannot find it. There you go. But yeah, that's his YouTube channel. I don't think he's put any of his YouTube, like his last English subtitled video was him coming to wrestle Joey Janela a while back. Also, like the wild antics with Ibushi, like interest me. When he was still coming to America to wrestle, dude, he's gotten lost in like the airport a lot. Like to the point where people are worried about him, and I do not have the Mochinoko plush. Um I do not. When I was looking up for them, uh like way back in the day, when this was at the height when Hiromu was super popular and he had like Daryl coming back. Oh my god, they were going for like $80 to ship to the US at that point. Looks like you could get a couple for like cheaper now. I actually tried looking for them. Yeah, I think I yes, research purposes. I can see that. Um now he's a very interesting character. This is the same man who said, "I buy the lightly salted chips so I can put more salt on them." He is like, if I ever want to do like a luchador or a wrestling inspired character, I'd probably do him because he is such a himbo that I don't know, man. Like, I worry about that man sometimes, but then I remember, oh, he has Kenny Omega. He'll be fine. Also, there's a rumor that his parents are loaded because people, God, this is how crazy fans were. They would like look at a picture of Ibushi like in street clothes and like find like where he gets his clothes. And like the stuff they would find was always like, oh, that shirt he's wearing, it's like $150. And it was like a white t-shirt with some kind of print screen on it. And I was just like, what? um, but yeah. Also, I don't know, have I they Koda and uh Takeshita should have like wrestled. Let me take a look at Cage Match because they were like pretty deep. Yeah, they've wrestled before. It looks like. Let's see. So they wrestled. Wow. So they wrestled in. The first time they wrestled in 2013 in DDT. That would make sense because that's, that was Takeshita's promotion, and Ibushi, like, fucking loves DDT. And then did they have a singles match? Nope, they haven't had a singles match since then. They've had a bunch of, like, tag matches, usually involving Kenny Omega and Ibushi versus people in DDT. But yeah, I would love to see that match if Ibushi gets healthy again. And hopefully he talks to real doctors, and yeah, that would be amazing. That'd be so good if he spoke to real doctors. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right, London. It's 12:30 my time. Gotta get a move on. I did not watch Maple Leaf. I've seen clips from it. I've been so busy this weekend. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? What the fuck did I do yesterday? I already forgot what I did yesterday. I had a D&E game late at night because most of my friends from that game are in California. And then in the morning, I got a tattoo removal treatment. I think my sixth one at this point. And then today, I had to go into work at 8. I'm hopping on for the stream for this. And then afterwards, I might have to duck out a little bit early because I have to get to a wedding that's about an hour and some change away. So I have not had the time to see it. What I've seen of Maple Leaf is good so far. I saw some clips of Mike Bailey and Takeshita. It looks like Dejelle Shaw and Mayu had a really good hard hitting match, which I love women's hard hitting matches. I did a very, very brief dive into Stardom, like, after. Yeah, like, Bailey is so good. I was so surprised when he didn't come to All Elite. But yeah. All right, so we got Mina and Kanji versus, okay, where's the card? All right. Yep, we all know that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and watch it maybe on Monday because I do not currently have time today because my friend had to get married today, and I had to go into work. So yeah. All right, so it looks like they are starting up. First match will be Taiji and X versus CPF. I'm kind of sad Tanahashi is, retiring a year and 2 months, but his knees are also, like, held together by duct tape and screws, and he's had surgery. He's had surgery on his knees, I believe. So, I'll be quiet, Shade. Quiet, you ain't creating the president. This is what I'm looking forward to, the Zack Sabre Jr. and Sonata match. They've had a couple good back and forths before. Tana's knees, like, went on retirement, like, 15th, like, years and years ago. Even when I started watching, I already could see, like, this dude needs to, like, take a break. I heard, though, like, he didn't want to become, so what happens in New Japan when you get older and older and older is usually, like, like Tenzan, like Kojima, like Yuji Nagata, you become what is lovingly called a New Japan dad. You're, you're pretty much a part-timer, and your primary goal, your primary um reason to be there is to put the younger talent over. And when I had heard whispers in like 2018 about like, when is Tana gonna retire? I had heard that he did not want to be a New Japan dad yet. And that is, I mean, he's present. It's gonna happen at some point. I'm just sad because he's done so much for the company. Like, even if I don't know like the ins and out of New Japan Pro Wrestling, I knew that Tanahashi, you hear that he's called the Japanese John Cena, but he is more than that. He brought out the company in like from the dark ages to what it is now. And that's really hard to grasp that he's going to be gone soon. Um, and when I mean the dark ages, I meant the whole like Antonio Inoki, like, hey, we need shoot fighters versus fucking to do shoot. We need shoot fights. Yeah, I'm surprised Naito's here too. I mean, but Naito's a different case. Naito doesn't want to be a New Japan dad. Naito, I know, and I don't know how much this is in kayfabe or not, because a lot of their interviews they do in kayfabe. He just wants to go until the lights go off. Like he just wants to go full speed. He's pretty much like like the Darby, less destructive than the Darby Allin of wrestling, but like he just wants to go until he literally can't go anymore. Um, and it's kind of like it's influenced by his father. I believe his father is a baseball player, and I don't know whether like his father just kind of lingered or not when it came to his career. But yeah, I wasn't surprised seeing Naito on the card because if his attitude is correct, he's just gonna go until the wheels fall off, literally. All right. How many abs does Taiji have tonight? Probably 8 or more. He loves his CrossFit. Like every time he posts on I know you want one. I mean, if Tanahashi's going to be a New Japan dad at some point, but yep, 8 ab Taiji Ishimori is here. Taiji Ishimori's Instagram, it's just full of him doing CrossFit. This guy and Seth Rollins would be the best of friends if if they ever like got in the same company. They would be CrossFit buddies because that's Taiji Ishimori posts. And if you like that kind of eye candy, well, yeah, I was really excited when Taiji first came in back in the day. Like he is, like when he was going full tilt with Hiromu, he still is, but he was very explosive. What? I will show you. I believe I follow him on Instagram. Oh, it's Robbie. Robbie X. Interesting. Here it is. All right. I got it. Here is Taiji's Instagram full of CrossFit. I'm just looking at it now. It's just like CrossFit, 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 CrossFit. like walls of abs, wrestling, and CrossFit. All right, they are getting started. I don't know much about Robbie X. All I know is he has a ridiculous looking jacket that could probably fit in with like either Power Rangers or like the fucking Outrunners. Um, he had a match with, I think it was 2 nights ago. They had like a Rev Pro match with Robbie X had a Rev Pro match with Zack Sabre Jr. And first time I had seen this coat, it's a ridiculous coat. Actually, let me see if I can put the ridiculous coat. I'm learning how to do stuff. Okay, ridiculous coat. He has a very ridiculous coat. I don't like the coat. It's it's kind of weird. And this is your man who is in he's taping with Taiji. All right, going back now. Ridiculous coat. Such a ridiculous coat. All right, back to wrestling. So ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, I was shown the clip. So it's a show called Kamen Rider. It's like pretty much like it's a superhero media franchise in Japan, and apparently Hiromu was on it. He's like Kamen Rider Evo, which was like a lackluster. Oh, it was an older villain that people thought had great potential, but he he did not, he did not show the potential he was granted. But I saw a clip of him, and he gave his finisher to the main character, and it was hilarious. I love it. I love Tana. They always get the New Japan guys to do Kamen Rider. Like Tanahashi was he Kamen Rider Gold or something? It was wild. Oh, Godo was also a Kamen Rider. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, Kamen Rider. It's Kamen Rider, so I can show you the Wikipedia. So that's the name of the show. It's a whole long running series of it. And I am going to show you a screenshot. There was a wild screenshot of Tanahashi. I think that came from it. Was it from the show? No, it was from a music video. That is even more wild. The Tanahashi does a lot of weird stuff. But if I do, there we go. I got distracted by wrestling. I got really distracted by wrestling. But yeah, Tanahashi has been on the show before. Let me see if I could share this. So that was his character. Yeah, they're always like that is even I believe that's also even the gear he wore um to the ring at some point, inspired by it. But yeah, let me stop this sharing. But yeah, like Godo, there's a bunch of people who've been guest shows on that series from it's very popular. Um Also, for everybody's viewing pleasure, Tanahashi as a Roman god. It was part of a music video. Yeah, yeah. he's uh he's putting those yeah. But yeah, that's Tana. Company man through and through. Also our god emperor. I should pay attention to this match. All right, there's a dive to the outside by Tattoo individual. I don't know their separate name. Now Tanahashi has always like in his younger years, he's always been very good looking, and his hair game is always on point. I am jealous of his hair. He does a lot of like cooking specials. It's not uncommon to see Tanahashi shirtless wearing an apron on like a Japanese cooking show with like the hosts. It's just he's a company man. He knows he this is why New Japan's audience is like 40% women. And Robbie X and Taiji Ishimori has won because they're Bullet Club and they have to win. I hope Robbie X gets a new jacket for going out with Bullet Club because his current jacket looks ridiculous. I'm sorry, Robbie X. I don't know much about you. You seem to be a very good wrestler, but dear God, get a black jacket for your ring entrance next time you have to go out, so you don't have to just wear the shirt. So yeah, next match is match 2 on the cards. They said it is Mir Shirakawa and Kanji versus Azium and Danny Luna. Danny Luna, I believe, just won like the Deadlock Pro Wrestling Tournament, I believe. Yes, she is the current DPW Battle of the Best 2024 winner. Yeah, Tana always looks good. Like, um, he's always been very good looking. But there is this is a app time. There is Danny Luna, one part of this tag team with AZM. Um, your current Deadlock Pro Wrestling Battle of the Best 2024. Danny is good. I've never like she's solid. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I believe she was in NXT UK, but I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't see her in NXT proper at some point. No, sure. Like AZM's gear is is mint. Um, yeah, I always love the Joshi's gear. It's always fire. Come on, Zumi. Time for dancing. Is Kanji gonna participate in the dancing? Nope, she's providing moral support. That's all we need. Yep, she's participating in dancing. That's good. I mean, I can only imagine she's only had like a very short time to practice the dance, whereas Mina has danced all the time. You know what? Kanji probably did a hell of a lot better job than I would have if I tried to dance. I I assume Mina's team wins. Well, Mina's definitely not getting pinned, but who knows? I don't know the landscape of Rev Pro. All right, so we got Kanji and Azumi starring out. All right, we got a lock up between Azumi and Kanji. Then some exchanges. I can't wait to see both of. I want to see Azumi and Mina and when I want to see them go full tilt because I love seeing Joshi stars go full on tilt. It's always amazing. Oh, we have shenanigans, slight shenanigans. It wasn't too bad of a shenanigan. I assume Kanji is like a baby face by the people where they're chanting for her. Yep, they just mentioned Danny used to be part of NXT UK on commentary. I could pick out the bits in the Japanese commentary. Um, sure, they're the English bits, but I got some chops. I don't know. Danny looks like she could be like a really hard hitting chopper. Danny's gear is pretty reminiscent of like maybe it's just a lot with the UK stars. Because I feel like she gives off the same vibe as B Priestley for formerly Blair Davenport, formerly known as B Priestley. Danny is also serving Shigo vibes, yes, with the green hair. But yeah, I feel like that like plaid checkered fabric is really really popular amongst the female British UK talent. We got kicks coming from Mina and Kanji to Azumi. On the other side of it, a lot of like there are so many wrestlers that love the cyberpunk motif. For example, when I started watching Rare Yuta, he was the Cyberhawk, and it was not good. I did not like it. Um, and then you had like dark cyberpunk like Jimmy Havoc used to do. Um, Jessica Havoc, Hana, rest in peace. Yeah, a lot of cyberpunk. So much cyberpunk. You think I'd be watching like somebody doing like cosplaying a Shadowrun game or something? Aunt Cat, what do you want? No, Wheeler is Wheeler is not known for his fashion sense. I used to cosplay. I used to. I did some Pokemon cosplays before. I've done some cosplays for Left 4 Dead. I did some Dragon Age characters. So yeah, I did do some steampunk character like some steampunk like original characters before. So I used to, but not anymore. It's very expensive and time consuming. Um but I have done it. I was mediocre at best though. I did not do like the foam like mm, shaping armor and stuff like that. But I did grow up in that community. I used to go to a lot of anime conventions myself, in my younger years. I stopped going when everybody, when I was hitting my late 20s, and then everybody I was going to the anime convention with was, or hanging around with at the convention was 16, and then I was just like, yeah, I gotta stop doing this. All right, everybody is on the floor. Yeah, I have some very, very, very minor sewing skills. My grandma used to be a dressmaker, so I can sew a little bit. Mostly, it's just repairing stuff, though. All right, Mina is directing traffic currently. Oh nope, Danny got pulled out. I mean, not Danny. Kanji got pulled out. Danny and Mina are going at it. Nice kick from Danny to Mina on the floor. Oh, figure four as the woos go wild in the arena. Zumi to the top rope, breaks up the figure four. No, cosplay wigs are thankfully at that point in my life, I had enough hair on my head to do shit with, and I always chose characters with similar hair. But yeah, it's very, very expensive and lucrative. With the advent of 3D printing, though, a lot of it's becoming a little easier, but it's still a very costly it's a very costly hobby. All right. Danny did it. Holy shit. Danny pins Mina. This might mean that she gets a title shot in the future, pinning the champion. Nice that nice this isn't like just a throwaway show and they're just setting things up too. That's cool. I mean, you have to take the I assume you have to take the belt off of Mina at some point. Cause if she is like, God forbid they use her like very well in AEW, she can't go back and forth to the UK as much then. Yeah, it looks like they're probably gonna set up a championship shot at some point. Now that's good. That's good. I like that. All right. Our next match is Kosei Fujita versus Maika Oku. This should be a good match. I haven't seen a bad Maika Oku match yet. So fingers crossed. Maybe I maybe I should really get tickets. I mean, I do like GYV. I've been Yep. I've been I've been following Zach Gibson for a while. Back when What Culture had their own wrestling promotion in the UK. I He has not changed. He still he still has the same cadence, the same promo. Liverpool's number one. Yeah. Nah, it, he's always been a really good wrestler too, so I just felt bad for them in NXT. I don't know why that FTR thing fizzled out because they're both very good in the ring. And fall. I don't know what he's doing with those shoulder pads, so I feel like they could be integrated into the jacket better. They kind of stick out way too much for me. I have not seen James Drake and Alex Reynolds at the same time. That is interesting. I mean, it was proven that RG City and Alex Reynolds were not the same person when they did Hate EW. So this should be a high energy match. Knowing these two, yeah, they joked about it on Hate EW. RJ and Alex about being the same person. It's always the guys with the long hair, and then Alex grew the beard. Michael Michael should win this because they keep on mentioning like how young Fujita is because he came back. It just keep on talking about how much experience he needs and that kind of thing. So Michael Oku, they might give this to Michael Oku. Fujita, don't disappoint your dad. Don't disappoint Zach. He's just won a championship. Needs more earrings if he's gonna be Punk. But, you know, they could actually they could be a pain in the ass to take out too. I've seen a few wrestlers get their earrings ripped off, and that's always ugh, I would never want to wrestle with earrings. I think Jordan Grace just had an earring accident not too long ago. Yeah, Fujita is 22. He when did he come back from um so he passed his apprentice test in it looks like Fujita passed his apprentice test in December 2020 and he entered the New Japan Dojo in 2021. So, yeah, he's super young. Ugh, that chop. Oh, his shoulders taped up too. I didn't notice that. I mean, I think Makooko is technical enough to go for the taped up shoulder. Oh, Michael Oku, other fact, he is the master of the Boston Crab. I remember that's why he has a crab on his trunks. I remember he when MJF had an interview with somebody. Yeah, yeah, it was Jordan Grace. I I still can't sleep it on the side with my industrial. Not for long periods of time. Yeah, I can't even imagine what it's like having a match with them. I'd be so scared. We all know like nose rings in wrestling always go wrong. I mean, look what happened to Batista when he came back for that one match. Oh yeah, and the stuff with Jeff Hart. Jesus Christ, don't have piercings in the ring, guys. People will just take pliers and try to rip them off you. We have not seen any baby oil on this show yet. Um, however, Driller Maloney and Yota Shuji are up next. I don't know how much you've seen of Drilla, but he reminds me of a young like a young, shorter Scott Hall a little bit. No, there will be. I guarantee you, Drilla Maloney will have will have baby oil. So baby oil. Drilla is a strapping young. Drilla is a strapping young lad. I will give him that. How young is he? Now I gotta look that up because I remember him in the LA Dojo. I think he is 27. Oh, he's from Birmingham. Cool. Come on, Aiko. Get your head in the game. They mentioned a half Boston crab on Japanese commentary. Yeah, in that interview, MJF was perturbed that a Englishman would use a American move when he was fighting Michael Oku, or he was built to fight Michael Oku. All right. Fuji is trying to get Michael out of the corner. Another hard chop. Yo, okay, here's so I work at a university. Anybody who is under 25 is a baby. I cannot I cannot look at anybody that like I employ undergrads. We employ undergrads in the lab. They are children. I don't I can't I don't know how some people do it. All right, Boston Crab. Are we getting the Boston Crab? We are not getting the Boston Crab yet. But we are getting a PK to the face, courtesy of Michael Oku. Also, these wrestlers get younger and younger. I mean, if we're looking like, we're still investigating hologram. Apparently, he started when he was 12. If the Lucha wiki is anything to go by, we do not have confirmation though. Nobody has shown us the tapes. Ow. Okay. No, I just like if you like, we don't know how old Olive Garden actually is anymore. All right, Boston Crab. Are you Boston crabbing it? I didn't know Fujita has a gauge too. Oh, that I can't. I can't. If something gets in there, oh my god. He's gonna come on. Oh no, okay, Fujita. I can't I have seen we have seen too much shit in wrestling that would make me ever be comfortable with anybody with the gauges in their ear gauges to be comfy. All right, knee to the face for Fujita, courtesy of Michael Oku. Yeah, I can't imagine and there's so much it's like some people wear so many bells and whistles and their gear. Like if something gets caught, ugh, ugh. All right, Fujita is a oh, small package by Malko Uku. Small package. Nope. Yeah, Michael should win this. Like, Fujita is basically the guy in TMDK that takes the pin. Like, all stables have one. Fujita is that person here. Hangman used to be that person for Bullet Club. Oh, I stand corrected. They gave Fujita the win. Okay. I guess New Japan was like, hey, we need to put one of our guys over. Please. Please. That was a good match though. Good on both of these guys. Yeah, Fujita is the wheeler, yeah, of the TMDK. Yeah, I'm really surprised because like Rough Pro is high on Maika Oku. I always am kind of like, yo, Robert Brown, what up in the house? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nah. TMDK is on a run. They got the tag titles. They got the heavyweight title. Um, yeah, I am so happy for Shane and Nichols. Like I've always loved them. I've always it, I've always, enjoyed their matches. I Shane goes on to the MXM Twitch streams a lot and he's always like so fucking chill. His tattoo choices confuse me because if you really look at his tattoos, it's just like geometric shit and then other others like, oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you for subbing. No, thank you so much. I'm gonna try to go live for most of the major New Japan pay-per-views. I forgot that word for a second. Um so I'll probably be going live way early in the morning. I might also do some video game live streams if I have the chance. If I go live for the New Japan pay-per-views, that means I have to go to rush to work right afterwards. So I guess I'll be doing that soon. When is the next New Japan pay-per-view? NJPW schedule. Good old internet. So let us see the New Japan Pro Wrestling schedule. All right, so we have Power Struggle on the 4th. I might not be here for Fighting Spirit Unleashed if I go to the show. NJPW Superhuman Taiji Ishimori gets ridiculous. What's this? The special event where Taiji Ishimori is in charge. I kind of want to see that. I could do a Dynamite stream. I might co-stream. I might like if I do that, I'll probably just watch it with Toddy if she has time if she has room on the panel. I used to do it a lot when I was last year. I kind of stopped after my D&D games. I still have to find a good game to play. I have a bunch in my library that I haven't like tapped into because I've been busy. That is to be determined. Right now, our boy Drilla is coming out. I'm disappointed. Toddy, are you disappointed? I don't see that much baby oil. He is not shiny. Also, I was complaining about this when I I have Fire Pro Wrestling, and I suck at that game. If my friend had if my friend had 2K24, we would probably do GM mode. I did a series of GM mode with him for a bit. Yeah, like Drilla has come out. He is not as shiny as I assume Tati would like. Oh, also, this bothers me about their gear, like Drilla's and Clark Connors. Like, so, like, where the eyes are on their trunks, does that just mean the genitalias is just like the nose? Like the crotch is the nose, the inner face area. Suji is coming out with a very large red jacket. What is with these dudes and just like I must have massive shoulder pads. I have to be like a fucking, you know, it like I feel like it exudes major like space marine energy. Like, hold on. Hold on, I gotta get a good picture of it. There we go. This is literally, yeah, yeah. Him and Clark both have it. The eyes, the crotch is the nose. Anyways, as I was saying about red coats, um, where is yeah, like all I see when somebody comes out with a big red coat with like the really big shoulders are the blood angels from Warhammer. That's all I see now. All right, let's get the blood angels out. Oh, Jesus. So Robert, I am polyamorous, as the kids like to say. I like a lot of stuff. Um, Most of these days, it's a combination. My playlist is a mess. It's like video game music, death metal, K-pop, and occasionally like old school like 90s hip hop. Yeah, my music tastes are like I have like basically what I have it's like, like my playlist is like Megadeth, Stray Kids, the soundtrack to Hades. I did what I sometimes Tupac, some DMX will be thrown in there. I when I was like I went to elementary school in like inner city Boston. So like a lot of my friends used to listen to that kind of music when I was growing up. So I listened to that kind of music when I was growing up. So I do enjoy myself some Tupac. Um I can't enjoy certain music anymore because of certain allegations. I'm not Here's the thing about me and like nostalgia. I have a really easy time separating myself with like nostalgic things when I was a kid. So as soon as I hear something, it's just like, well, I gotta wipe my hands of that now. He is a predator. Oh my god. Speaking of Diddy. And what does okay, so just so you guys know, Suji's moniker is Gene Blast. What is Gene Blast? Like he'll have like a fucking dinosaur and it's like in his Tron. Yeah, I grew up really like my the reason my music palette's really weird, I just grew up with like my parents listened to like the Beatles and Elvis growing up. And we had a huge like it was back in their day a really cool like stereo system. So that was always blasting in the background. My friends were always playing rap and hip hop. Um in like when I was going to elementary school in the 90s. I got into a boy band era like every other woman on the goddamn planet. And then I got into my new metal Linkin Park phase, would lead me to like death metal and shit like that. I have never seen that interview. Um I was never really so God, they made us sing I believe you know, I Believe I Can Fly back in, like, elementary school, like, choir now thanks, now I remember that. Um, but no, I never seen the interview. I wasn't too much of an R. Kelly fan ever, he was kinda just there. I knew about the allegations, like, way beforehand. But no, I've never seen that interview. Is it a good interview, Robert? Okay, I'll have to put that on my schedule to watch at some point. I may have seen the memes at some point and it just did like connect the two or something, or just like kind of like saw in the background. I was just like, okay, cool. But yeah, who wins this? Oh look, Drilla is choking Suji. Have you guys seen Suji's twin? It was he helped him okay, Suji has a twin brother. Let me get the picture up if you don't know. So his twin brother is Suji Yoda Suji is the person in the ring right now. Um he is part of Los Ingobernables. He is Stop jacking off, Drilla. He was on the top of jerking. He came from Excursion and he got paired with Lij. So he's currently in the ring with the Drilla. But there was like an angle earlier on this year where Suji's brother helped him win. He does have a twin. I'm gonna put it on screen. I'm gonna put it on screen for you. Um, And it's an identical twin too. It's crazy when I first saw him. Share. Uh, here we go. Can I zoom on in this? Um, so his twin brother is that's him. They look identical. His twin brother is a stuntman. That's his real job. He's a stuntman. But yeah, it was wild when he came out. I was just like, is that a skinnier suit? No. Yeah, he's a stuntman by profession, and he looks so exactly like his brother because they're fucking identical twins. Let me see if I can get a better picture of him. Like a larger picture. That could be better. It's actually on the New Japan official site. Like if you I'll share you the picture. I don't know if he has an Instagram, but here is a better picture of them. For your all you gotta do is put in Suji's twin and you'll see it. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, it is eerie. It's so eerie. Like he is just a skinnier Suji. It's wild. Hey, yo, King Leo, what up? Thank you for joining. I am just telling Toddy that our good Suji Yoda has a twin brother, like a honest to god twin brother, and he showed up for one of the New Japan shows to help his brother win. But it's amazing when that happened, and he is a stuntman by profession. Just to repeat it. Also, I mentioned that Suji's coat when he was coming out of his entrance, you'd appreciate this, remind me of the Blood Angels from 40K because it was red and had giant shoulder pads. But yeah, he is wild. He's wild. It was cool though. It was cool when I saw him come out. Like, besides the Bellas, he's the only other person who can pull off twin magic. He doesn't wrestle though, or yet. I love the British crowd. They just can like break out into song like any combination. Don't you suit your baby. No, I do love the British crowds. Like they have so many like soccer chants and everything. They just like kind of just slide into. It's amazing. It's amazing. Actually, what I want to do, so I gave y'all psychic damage earlier with telling y'all like Driller Maloney's like pants with the eyes, his crotch pretty much being the nose. I should just draw a can I do that in Photoshop right now? Like I want to do that. Let me see if I can grab a picture. No, the green on Drilla is really good. I really like it's like especially with his like skin tone, it works out really well with the dark hair. Um I kind of want I think I don't know how fast I can do it. Let me open up Photoshop. If I can get a good picture of him in his trunks, which there should be. Oh no, I can't find a picture with that with the trunks. Not in Google right away. You might be spared by this, Dr. Awkward. Yeah, and I don't think their render would. Nah, that's just a black and white picture. Ah, that's a side picture. No, no. Damn it. No, that's not a good one either. Oh man. No, Suji is good. Drilla is explosive, as you can see right here. All right, you're spared, Doctor. I was a DBZ fan. I did watch it growing up. I only checked out a couple episodes of Kai since. Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I did not watch GT cuz it was GT. um I'm not going to say anything else. Hold on. I have not checked out Dragon Ball Dama yet. I might at some point. Yep, this is he doesn't like being picked up too long. He likes to like sleep on my lap. This is Ketchup. He's the sick one. Hence why he has the bald spots. He has alopecia and diabetes and chronic upper respiratory inflammation, and he's deaf. But other than that, he's fine. Oh, and high blood pressure. Nah, nah, it's been ongoing for, like he's 18, 17. He's 17. He's we have it handled. Wouldn't it be the, wouldn't it be the so, about the baby oil application, would it so if the people who take the pin, so Yuta and Fujita, wouldn't it be, like wouldn't it be just the young guys again? I assume, like, until you get a new young guy that, like, you get all the, like well, for Utah, it wouldn't be a lower class job, but for young men, it would be the lower cash job. Yeah, so maybe I assume it would be Yuta and Fujita? Yeah, ketchup is good. Yeah, diabetes does suck. But yeah, we handle it fine. Alright. Yep. Suji won. Alright, who is the next match after this? New Japan Royal Quest 2024. All right, up on the next card. I love that they have all the matches in order. It is Shota Umino and Callum Newman. Callum Newman is also a pretty good up and comer in the indie scene. I've seen a few of his matches. He is also very good. Micah Oku is very good. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't put these guys on the card if they weren't very good. Congrats, Toddy. Yeah, diabetes does suck, but thankfully we can handle it. Right, Ketchup? He's fine. Um, I still don't know what Gene Blast it means. I'm never gonna know what Gene Blast means. I know it's his finisher, but what does it mean? I swear. So you think they I don't know. I don't know if he'll I don't know if he'll have baby oil. He might. Who knows? What was I saying? I forget. My brain just turned off for a second. Right. Like Yuya was like Heat Storm and Shuji is like Gene Blast. Like, who is there? Like, I know they have Chris Carlton. Can't they just go to him and be like, hey, does this English phrase sound good? Because in Thailand, they do shit like that too. Like, there'll be just like weird phrases on goddamn t-shirts in Thailand. And it's just like, what the fuck does this even mean? This doesn't make any coherent sense. Gene blast doesn't mean anything. Heat storm. What the fuck is a heat? Is it just a hot storm? Do you just want to call it hot storm? Okay. That makes sense. But it's a gene blast? I think Doctor Awkward's right. They mean he's a genetic freak, but, you can't use genetic freak without, yeah. Now I'm trying to think, if I didn't have genetic freak, what could I say? This is a good time to use Chat GPT and ask him, "Hey, what's another word phrase for genetic?" Let's do this. Okay, I got Chat G. Okay, uh, another way to say genetic freak. All right, what we got? We can't call him the genetic anomaly or the genetic outliner outlier. No, we could call him. That's better. Pinnacle of evolution does sound better. I think Chat GPT was just like, do you mean somebody who's not genetically well? I didn't know Cal Newman was in the United Empire. That makes sense because Osprey did train him. Oh, I forgot about that. Again, Toddy is disappointed. There is no baby oil on Shoda. It looks like he is sans baby oil. I mean, I guess you can. I guess you could put. You know, it looks good on the shirt. I guess. Okay. Another. You know what? Let's keep going. Another phrase for genetic freak in terms of professional wrestling. We got to give it all the context. Okay, so it gave us genetic powerhouse and athletic marvel. That's not bad, but that's kind of a mouthful if you're asking a foreign audience to say that. Sheldon looks good. He looks good today. My only issue with Shoda is when they were initially, like, after he came back from excursion, he's kind of basically Tanahashi light. But that was the same issue when Naito Tetsuya came back. He was just another baby face before he got his Los Ingobernables gimmick. So eventually I know like Shota will find his thing. Um Maybe he needs to hang out with Moxley more. Maybe he has to take him take him to Shibuya. Is it Shibuya? Shit, I forgot what's that district. It's not Shinjuku. No, it's not. Is it Shinjuku? I didn't feel like it was Shinjuku when I left. He is the protege of Knox, but he's like, "Ugh, man, I hate those pants. I hate those pants so much. I feel like they're trying to do Elvis pants or something like that. I hate the pants. Maybe he doesn't have good calves. Maybe that's why they put him in pants. Roppongi. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of fucking Roppongi. And Shibuya is like a night club district too. Okay. That's why I was thinking Shibuya. Shooter wins this, right? Because Cal Newman is the pin boy for New Empire. You assume that. Very fast. Very fast. All right, so this is the 5th match. And after this, we have 4 more to go. All right, we have I forgot what I was about to say. He also shows him plagued with a couple injuries as well. I didn't think so when Shota was a like I didn't think he had bad legs when he's a young lion. When Shota was a young lion, his legs were fine because all young lions have to wear those trunk like so when you're a young lion, the standard for uniform is black trunks, and they used to require you to shave your head, and then you couldn't like have a very diverse move set. Back in the, I don't know if they still do it because there used to be like pay per view events or shows dedicated to like showcasing the new talent, the young lions. Um, Yeah, basically all you saw with the young lions back in the day were like a lot of headlocks, a lot of Boston crabs. Everybody did a Boston crabs, like chops, like very standard. Like basically in young lion training, they want you to get the basics first. Like they want you to focus on the technicality of wrestling before you go and find your your identity. And that happened to everybody except for Shibata. He just stayed. He became the mega young lion. He's the old lion because he never left. But we all love Shibata. Okay, we got a little bit of a lull. Now Shibata's great. So in case you guys want to know a little bit about the history of why Shibata like he was where he was in New Japan. So and I have to explain this to a lot to people, especially folks who don't know much about Japanese culture. So Shibata, so you would think he would be on like the same trajectory as Tanahashi. He'd be up in that like upper echelon because Tanahashi, along with like a couple others, including Shibata, or were so here's a couple things happened. Shibata left New Japan, kind of like in its dark period, and didn't choose to stay like Tanahashi did. So he was looked bad upon like that. I believe he then came back to New Japan, and people were already kind of sour with him. Shibata had an affair, and all of you are probably thinking, "Well, this is a fucking affair. Who the fuck cares?" In Japan, it's a really, really big deal. Like, you get your pay cut, you get let go from the company, you have like, they punish you for having an affair. That's also one of the reasons why, like, with a bunch of, like, with Japanese stars in general, they're pretty hush hush about, like, who they're dating and stuff like that. Um, Actually, I remember one case, there was, like, a Japanese woman, she was a singer for a band, and it got out that she slept with some of her bandmates. So she had to publicly apologize to people and shave her head 'cause, like, it you if you're a disgrace if you do shit like that. It's pretty bad. Like, they don't care about, like, the foreigners or the gaijin, they would say, that do that. But in Japan, so that's also so Shibata got, like, pretty dinged for that because he had an affair. Taka Michinoku, like, he used to be, like, Zach's, like, frontman back in not front man, but like hype man back in Suzuki Gun. That's why he left because they found out that he was having an affair. That also happened to Taichi back in the day too. Also, he was penalized for that. It's a whole different world out there. It's kind of fucked up in our sense. Yeah, I know. Japan is wild when it comes to that shit. Um it's all fucking wild. And it's I always try not to, like, get into it much because in our culture and Japanese culture, totally different things. We have to we totally have, like, different, ideologies and aspects, you know. I'm not go it's just I'm not gonna say it's, you know, wrong because in our eyes, it's just, like, wild, but in their eyes, it's just something that happens out there. Like, that's why for the longest time, like, when Okada had his relationship, they fucking couldn't get even with the sugar. That's why for a really long time, like, there was so much speculation of, like, when Okada first had his relationship, or, like, he didn't tell anybody about it, he didn't let people know about it until much, much later. The other thing is the fucking harassment and, like, the view of, like, the wrestler. So, for a lot of young men and women, who are stars in Japan, you kinda wanna keep it hush hush that you're not dating anybody because, you have all these men or women, like, having these fucking parasocial relationships with you that would be absolutely crushed if they know you had some like, if you are actually dating somebody. Um, and, like, it pissed me off that that was proven right because when Okada revealed he was, dating a very, very famous voice actress in Japan, like, people were mad because first of all, she was more popular than him, and but people were mad at her because she was dating somebody. What? Looks like Shota got his, got hit a little hard by Newman. Good on you, Newman. But yeah, that culture's wild. Par Dude, if I could fucking harness the energy from all these fucking parasocial relationships people would have, I could, like, fucking probably run the city of Boston, like, 24 hours away, 7 days a week. Like, oh my god. I feel like, especially with wrestling, Yeah, I haven't heard about anything with Zack Sabre. All I know is he has, I hate it, a hatred for Boris Johnson, and that's anything I ever have to know about Zack Sabre Jr. Also, he's a vegan. Yeah, yeah. Could you, hey Toddy, if you're not making that, if he's not making that relationship public, could you ask him to do more chair throwing and to talk about the right wing party in the UK and tell us how he feels about that. I miss those days when he threw that chair around and threatened to wrestle Boris Johnson. It was great. All right, we got a fast paced sequence going on right now. Nice kip up by Cal Newman, kick to the head to Shota, springing uppercut from Shota. Thank you for letting Zach know. I appreciate that. I will bake him some vegan treats. Funny enough, a lot of vegan baking involves coconut cream. As I used to have a roommate who was that I cooked dinner with sometimes, who was a vegan gluten-free person, because goddamn everything on the goddamn planet, she had a ton of fucking allergies. So she got sick of, like, having digestive problems all the time, and decided, just, hey, I'm just gonna eliminate everything from my goddamn diet because I don't want to feel like shit all the time. It worked. But vegan gluten free is the I feel bad for anybody who's vegan gluten free that has to do it. Also, she was developing a soy intolerance, so that wasn't good either. Me, I'm too much of a carnivore to ever be vegan. Yeah, vegan gluten free, soy intolerance. Like, her allergist straight up told her, "Look, you have a soy intolerance now too." It's just like wild, because like um she always, like, when I was cooking meat in the house, she would always ask me to smell my food because it smelled so goddamn good, and she genuinely misses meat. Um, but yeah, and she used to drink a lot of beer too. And if y'all don't know, beer does have gluten because it's made from, like, fucking yeast. You can technically, I have an individual in my lab right now who has celiac. So I was asking him, "Hey, do you ever, like, how do you, like, how do you drink?" Because, and he's just like, "Oh, you can have gluten-free beer. You just have to filter out the gluten from the beer." And I'm just like, "You can do that? I didn't even know you could do that." And there are gluten-free beers now. Apparently, it's hard to find a good gluten-free beer. I hate Okay, I don't like the Oz cut. I think this is, like, a general thing with me. I don't like the Oz cutter. I don't like the lethal I hate like, I've told Tati this before. I hate the lethal injection. It just riles me up so much. I know there's, like, a damage multiplier when you do that little flippy shit. Sorry, I'm just looking at the pin. Nope. All right. But Ozcut, like, I guess sometimes that's why I don't like Kenny's moves, because he yells them out beforehand, just like the fucking Ozcutter. I'd be drinking now too, but like I said, fucking no, no, no. You take that shit out. Fucking heart size, fucking lethal injection. I'm gonna watch the last sequence of this match before I get really mad. Yeah, I really need to get back into New Japan shows. Like I did not know like Suji's like finisher. I don't know. I didn't know like the ignition. Now the crowd's good. The crowd's good. It's like it's that middle period of the lull right now. We are on the fifth match of 9 matches, so I kind of get they might be a little tired um from the you no he you're right that ref ain't maybe maybe UK refs are just built different because he does not seem tired. And those lights make it like 100 times worse. Death Rider, okay. Nice. Okay. That doesn't I keep forgetting that's his fucking finisher. It's because he is John's young boy. I forget. I I don't know how I feel about all the glitter on his pants. I mean, I guess the outfit kind of goes with his hair cuz he is a blonde now. Maybe it's like the fact that the pants are really straight-legged. What no, kind of straight-legged. Maybe that's why I don't like it. Like this like I think I might have mentioned it before. It reminds me of like a pink Evil Knievel type of outfit with all the stars and like the flare and all that. Don't shake his hand, Newman. You're part of the United Emperor. You're a heel. Don't shake his hand. Don't shake his hand. He shook his hand. Well, at least, Shoto's really sweaty now. And so he's shiny at the end of the match. Fist bump the crowd. I wonder what his Yeah, yeah, you're right. But like yeah, you're right. If it's a New Japan event, then they're gonna take most of except for Zach. Zach has to fucking win the last event because Sonata has no momentum right now. Oh goody. It's David Finley versus Taka Michinoku next. This better be a short match. I am not interested in this. No, you gave that kid a little wristband. That's cool. I haven't been on Shoda's Instagram for a while. What does it look like now? I'm gonna take a look. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, Shoda Umino, shooter. Um it's full of cake. And posing with mascots. And Shoda is, you know what? Yeah, Shoda is for the kids. I can appreciate that. Has he always been like this? I remember when he was still a young boy, he was like whenever he did take he was not taking he Shoda is for the kids and he was not touching he was fist bumping. Let's not get this confused. Hello Taka, it's nice to see you. I feel like Taka is like the new Japan. Like I was talking earlier about the new Japan dads when when you are older and you're slowing down, you come out and you put over the young talent every once in a while. That's the new Japan dad, Yuji Nagata, Tenzan, Kojima. I feel like Taka is like the new Japan uncle. Oh, 100% David's winning this one. There is no way in hell Taka is going to ever win something that's not like against like a young lion. That's not a young lion. I feel like Taka is like that one uncle you have that you bring out every once in a while. He is like back in this his day he was a revolutionary, but nowadays he's just like I'm here. I'm just here. He'll pull out something once in a while, but he's just like I'm here. I've come for the drinks. Now, here is somebody, David Finlay. Here's somebody who I was not like when he became part of Bullet Club, and because I had seen him with Juice for so goddamn long. He was the New Japan cousin that got beat all the time, David Finlay. But I am kind of slowly warming up to David Finlay in this role. Kind of. Now, he's never gonna be a fucking AJ Styles. He ain't no Finn Balor. He's not really even Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega was just like when he was leader, he was just vibrant. Like he was just like, I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna model myself over like a cartoony Sephiroth Kefka hybrid and like fucking roll with it. All y'all, if any of y'all are Final Fantasy 6 fans out there, Final Fantasy 6 is better than 7. Shut up. Yeah. Also, like seeing the global champion and the heavyweight title belt makes me really, 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 really miss the old heavyweight title. Like I'm looking at my like so I have a copy of the program from the Wrestle Kingdom 14, and I fucking miss the Intercontinental title. I miss the heavyweight belt. I should have bought it when it was still on sale. Like it was a hell of a lot of money, but if there is one like the New Japan World Heavyweight title belt was what is one of my top championship belts. And because I wasn't like, because I got into wrestling later, I never really like had any connection like with the winged eagle or like the big gold belt. Like I'm gonna find the belt and fucking show you guys. I God, I miss that belt so much. I miss that goddamn belt so much. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna like, yeah, I'm like right now I'm not feeling it, but yeah, I mean, we gotta, yeah, I agree. We should give him time. We should definitely give him time to fill out those like he like, when you come from a line like AJ, like Finn, fucking Kenny Omega, you gotta let them fill those shoe fields. Are you gonna tell him to shut the fuck up? Oh god, stop it, Gato. Why does it look like Taka is wearing Crocs? Like, I know he's not wearing Crocs. I know he's not wearing blue Crocs. But, like, from an angle, if you look at his shoes, he looks like he has blue Crocs. It's just, like, the shape of the shoe kind of on from the side a little bit. I don't know. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. I can't, like, I can imagine him putting, like, little like, one of those, like, little pin decorator things in the Crocs. I need a pair of Crocs. Not like the expensive kind, like, just the kind that, like, I can walk around my workplace in. Like, we have, like one of my lab mates has, like, Crocs that she wears in the lab. She looks very comfy. Actually, we in one of the older labs I used to work in, I had people who wore pajamas, like the pajama pants, because some people would be there all night. We thought about buying a cot at one time because people would have to come in at 2 in the morning to do the experiments. Yeah, don't go into academia, guys. I thought he was gonna fight Finn. I guess Gato is gonna do his job. I mean, how old is Taka? Taka is 50 years old. Taka is 50 years old. Nah, Taka's no, yeah. Taka yeah, Taka still looks good. Now, we all know that Asians don't raisin. But even for, like, a wrestler, Taka still looks really fucking good. How are those sandals? Are they comfy? Alright. Now Finley should be able he got his win on Gato, now Finley should win this in, like, 5 minutes, if even. We don't raisin, we don't. Like, the amount of, like, people, like, when I first started working were just like, "So, when did you graduate?" 16 years ago, don't remind me." Yep, yep, we're you know what? Easy payday for David. I don't hate it. I mean, we all knew this was gonna happen. Very easy payday, go All right. Next match after this is the Los Ingobernables match versus TMDK and Mascarada Dorada. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I need another. I can't find my sandals in my house. Like the ones I usually wear around the house, I can't find them. So I'm gonna get a new pair of sandals at some point. Bye, David. Have a nice time in the UK. Maybe you should go visit your dad's relatives or something while you're here. You had like a pretty short match. Taka, I don't know why. Taka could have stayed home for this. I don't know why they dragged Taka out here just to lose. I got win off of Gato. It was good, I guess. Maybe David needs to make some more kids cry. He made Gato's kids cry, or one of his kids cry. I mean, the UK. I mean, I guess he wanted to go see stuff if he wanted to come here. Maybe he misses the UK. Maybe he just needed to get out of the house. All right, Los Ingobernables. Let's go. All right. I wonder what that conversation was. Hey, we need a third person. Let's ask this luchador to join us. He kind of fits the color scheme. Yeah, my partner is my husband does work in academia, but he works in IT in academia. So I work in life science. So I'm in neuroscience, but he's a systems administrator for IT. So if I have anything wrong with my computer, I just go to him. And then he scolds me for not having varied passwords. Or having as much variation in my passwords that I need to. However, I do take one thing from his teachings is that you should always have a backup on your computer because there are two types of people in this world: the people who have lost their data and the people who are going to lose their data. So always back up your computer because you never know what's going to happen. You could lose everything at a blinking of an eye. At work we have external hard drives, the cloud, and our computers. I remember that I felt bad when I go. No. It's totally cool. It's totally cool about that. Yeah, no big deal. Don't oh my god, don't fucking remind me. You guys, you guys are the fuckers that I tell every time. You guys are the fuckers I tell to all my subsequent D&D groups about it's like, yo, they pulled this bullshit like turning everybody into flying T-Rexes and Triceratopses. Jesus Christ. All right, we got Teton, next match, Hiromu, and Naito with his knees. Nah, like all I mean, that would have been less destructive for me to keep track of. Nah, we Luchasaurus would approve. May he rest up. May he rest up. May he get better. So, how long do we think Naito's gonna be in the ring for? Because I think he's just gonna get the hot tag and that's it. If there's anybody's knees who are worse than Tanahashi's, this is Naito Tetsuya. Nah. I mean, I was pretty like I mean, it's doable. Like but yeah, it was a lot to handle. I just begged my subsequent groups not to do it. Um Also, I had the ability to do it with some of my other friends as well. And I didn't do it. I'm just like, look, I'm not gonna do the pixie dinosaur thing. I'm not an asshole. Azir was not an asshole, but you know, he was just one of those guys who just used the rules to his advantage, which is fine. I do that sometimes too, still. All right. But yeah, so Naito with his long coat again. I mean, Naito, oh my god. We gotta get the Ozzy oi 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 chants in there. Eh, I get people who want to use the rules to their advantage. I do it all the time, but at the same time, I don't. All right. So who is starting? I always hate like Naito's suits. They're all so fucking cheap looking. But I guess you need tearaway pants to be in wrestling. Oh, Jesus Christ. Teton and Zack Sabre Future feels like a dream. You don't need Viagra for just like that. The camera keeps on so I'm on the world feed right now. It keeps on cutting. I don't know, like yeah, if you're I'm getting that black screen too every once in a while. It's weird. All right, take off the pants, Naito. Hurry up. Hurry up. We let's get this show on the road. Yay. They're shouting T-shirt Naito. He is not going to take off his T-shirt. This is not a pay-per-view event. There is not enough on the line for to have the T-shirt off for Naito. And now they're shouting T-shirt Robbie. I know Robbie looks good for his, I know Robbie looks good under there too. All right, we're going with Ua, Oya. Fuck, I can't speak. Uya, Ua. He's not gonna take off the shirt. Let I mean, let Naito like take a break today. He doesn't need to showboat. And now they want Robbie to take off his shirt. He's not listening. The commentary's booing too. All right, who are we starting with? Naito and Ua? Uya? Oi, oi, oya. Bleh. All right, we're starting out with Naito and Oya. Oiwa. I can never pronounce that name. You think two semesters of Japanese, I can actually just use like, is it Oiya? Wa? Oiwa? Where's two semesters of Japanese? You think so? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you threw money at him, he'd do that. All right. I'm very surprised that Daito started in this match. I think he'd just hang out. Naito has so much like tape under his knees. I feel so bad. I feel like he should just stay home. Like I had mentioned before, Naito is gonna go to the wheels turn till the wheels come off. Jesus fucking Christ! I can't speak right now. Robbie's coming. Okay, this should be a little high flying. Oh, he took off the shirt, and everybody rejoiced. Oh, he wants a shirt. Is he gonna? Oh my god, he's gonna put. I fucking love Hiromu. Hiromu's so charismatic. All right, we got some good chain wrestling going on, or some good flippy wrestling going on. God, this is what I miss about her. Like, peak Hiromu was just like something else. Of course, he did have his neck injuries, which God, that was when I saw that for the first time. That was fucking scary. Like, I hate that. Like, I've seen like multiple people break their necks now in wrestling. It fucking sucks. All right, so we got Robbie and Titan in the ring right now. And Titan did a bunch of cartwheels and a drop kick. Are we gonna have some mask on Vance violence in a minute? I feel like that's where it's going. Mask on mask violence. Naito has been tagged in against Robbie. And Naito is also playing with his food. They are currently isolating Robbie Egos from his corner. And Naito, they are still chanting for Naito to take off his t-shirt. Titan has come back into the ring. All right, and then after this will be the strong tag team championship match, and then the main event. Okay, which means I can probably take a nap before I have to go to the wedding today. Lots of Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi, ois. And something's not wrong with the mic. There's some crackling there. New Japan World, get your shit together. Or maybe it's like the Rev Pro equipment that has to get their shit together. Oh my God, my ears, the crackling. I hear it. I hate the static. Stop it with the static in the mic. God. All right. We have mask on Vance violence currently. Lots of flippy luchadora shit. That was nice. That was nice, man. That little flippy spin thing that Masquerada did, that was cool. Knees, neck, knees, shoulders. Those injuries would put you on the shelf. Unfortunately, some wrestler oh my God. Fuck, I just noticed he does have bikini bottom. No. Fuck, I can't unsee it now. Shit. Thanks. But yeah, like Toddy is saying, like some wrestlers will just wrestle until like the wheels fall off. Naito's one of them. Danielson, of course, is another one. All right, we're still on mask on Vance violence in the ring. I feel like Teton has been around for quite a bit. I remember him in like um the junior heavyweight tournaments. That's who I'm remembering. I like he's always been good. Shooting star into a kick given by Hiromu. Robbie goes into the ring, almost super kicks Hiromu, gets caught by Destino by Iter. Nice little sequence we got going on. Yeah, Hiromu, like speaking of like, his pants. Hiromu has been like in his eye era. He used to be in like his gear eras have been weird. When I was watching him back in the day, early back in the day, he was in his feather era, and then he went into his tentacle era, and then he went into this tentacle eye era. Hiromu was a very weird man. Also, he describes his fashion sense as normal core. I didn't know what that was. I couldn't. I said, it couldn't be as simple as it seemed. It was as simple as it seemed. Titan scores the win on Mascarada Dorada. Cool. Yeah, I figured LRG would get the win. All right, now we have the he dude. He had like weird stuff coming from his coats at one point. Trying to find it. I'm sure there's one somewhere. I can't find the eye one and the feather one. Or maybe I was imagining it. Maybe it was just tentacles and eyes. Man, I still remember when don't hit Daryl. I remember when Daryl wrestled Ibushi, or they were about to wrestle Ibushi, and then somebody was just like, "No, this is too silly." I remember when Daryl got massacred in front of us. That was horrifying. And then like it was weird. Like there was he had a whole lore thing on his Instagram, Hiromu did. Like, Daryl, Daryl, the original Daryl got nursed back to health by Carol, and they had a son together named Daryl Jr. It was wrestling's odd, guys. Wrestling's really odd. All right, it is the New Japan Strong Tag match coming up. It is TMDK versus Ishii and Tanahashi. Now, I have spewed my love of Tanahashi. Daryl's six pack is still there. It's just underneath the protective layer of fluff somewhere. Was okay, but I also have a love for my boy Ishii 141. He is a severely underrated wrestler. Also, in case you have not seen this side of Ishii before, behold Ishii when he went to like the Hello Kitty world. He knows how to have fun, my man. He is not afraid to, you know, to he is this man is confident in his masculinity to the point where he will wear a pink bow, sometimes Hello Kitty ears, and you know what? I can respect that. He knows he's a man who knows how to have fun. He's done this multiple times. Tough guy doing cute stuff. You gotta love Ishii. I will never anger Ishii. He is that man can probably like fuck us all up as a group easily. Oh, Tati, you might not know about this. You know about Toriano's like chaos, like the videos he does with chaos, right? Like, okay, so it used to be every year. If you don't know about this, uh Tariyaru would go like him and the Chaos Boys would go do stuff. Like that year they all went to the Hello Kitty like theme park and did things. Okada was part of it. Yoshihashi, Goto, Ishii was part of it. One year they all dressed up as they did like a high school theme thing. Let me see if I can get them in like the high school uniforms. Tano, yo. Ishii is my boy. This is a good one. So let me show you guys. This was in their 2015 video from their a shot from their 2015 video. All right. So the theme was that they were like part like of a high school class, and Tano made them dress up in like traditional high school uniforms. Oh, TMDK is returning. So there is Ishii. There's this is when Shinsuke was still part of the group because it was Shinsuke's chaos group. So there's Shinsuke, there's Okada, there's Yoshihashi. I think that's Jado's dressed as a schoolgirl. But yeah, those DVDs were wild, and I always wish they would put them in English translation. Also, these are the DVDs that Yano used to peddle around when he was trying to peddle his wares to people at the arena before his matches. But yeah, yeah, yeah. That's Tano, famous producer. Yeah, this is the 8th match, so it is going to be, the next after the match. Bah, the match after this is going to be for the heavyweight title. Jado as a schoolgirl was weird. I am sorry to say this. Mikey might need to take a trip to Turkey. I don't know. He might need to go try the food and other techniques. Kind of, kind of getting back there, you know. You know, when your hairline starts getting, like, C, you might want to, and you're on TV again. You might want to think about stuff. Just saying. No, Shane, he has a good head of hair. Everybody loves Ace. I don't know how I feel about Tana's top. It's weird. His sleeve era is weird. All right, all right. No, no, couldn't. Never confirmed. MJF has never been to Turkey. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know anything. We don't cannot never. Nope. MJF's no. We don't. No proof. No proof at all. Fake news. Fake news. Are they having a hair off? Also, Shane is pretty low key funny too. Oh no! Don't break the air guitar. Don't do that to us, man. I don't like the sleeves. The sleeves piss me off so much. Shane, don't get hit by Ishii. That's always a bad idea. All right. Mikey has tagged himself in. They are tag teaming Ishii. So so if TMDK win, it's going to be GYV versus these guys. I mean, they said they had next, so I assume that should be a good match. Grizzled Young Vets have always been pretty good. Can't complain about them. Leo, there is no controversy. It's just, MJF has never been, we cannot confirm nor deny whether or not MJF has ever been to Turkey. There is no proof. No proof whatsoever. You don't get into a hitting contest with Ishii. No, you don't. You just don't. The man entire neck or lack of neck development went into his arms, his torso, and his legs. I'm trying to figure out what tattoo Shane has on his stomach. Is that the sign for like from Doom? No, that is not the Doom symbol. Is that the Halo symbol? Hold up. No. I don't know what it is. I Man, I'd have to get a good shot to maybe Shane Haste's tattoos. What is it? I've seen it before. Apparently, he has a bird tattoo for his wife. Anyways, I'm not gonna figure this out now. I gotta do some more digging later on. It's still wild that this is going to be Tana's last year, though. I mean, I expected it. There's only so much you can do and be president of the company too. Well, we have two Scorpion. Ishii and beat Jiro. Another team to queue off for the match. I don't know how Jiro are up for the next title. I love grizzled young vets. Think Zach. I love Zach in particular. He's always been the guy I really enjoyed watching. I also felt very bad that like nobody gave him a pop. It was pretty bad. You know what was kind of criminal, who I wish had a bigger pop, was Machine Guns debuted. I know they weren't in Detroit, but I still feel like that would have been a louder pop for me, but I guess no, Mikey, why would you do that to your friend? I also don't like how those pants fit on Tanahashi. Like, cause like, I always feel like he has to, like, the way they're styled, I feel like he's always adjusting them all the time, and I can't help but notice that. I know, like, stuff moves when you're, like, having a wrestling match. It happens in, like, all facts of life. You're always adjusting, your clothing, but I don't know, it's always like I feel like we're gonna get more than, like, a cheek sometimes. Where were they? Motor City Machine Guns debut. I know they were in Detroit for sure. Um, Way debuted. Blah 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 blah. But where? All right, SmackDown. They were in South Carolina. They were in Columbia. And their match was versus DIY, which would have, oh my God. If we had seen that match years ago, I would have lost my shit. Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine, adjusting gear during the match, all the time, constantly for somebody. And I feel like that's like a criminal thing that happens with Tanahashi's pants all the time. And Static Mike is back. Great. I'm so happy about all of this. Tanahashi coming in, slapping the shit out of Mikey. Seriously, prayers for DIY. God, I remember when they were so hot. Man, it felt like a million years ago at this point. Um, I think he's gonna. So prediction for Tana next year. I think he's gonna put a lot of people over. I think if he's really passing the torch like everybody says he is, the rumors are he's gonna pass the torch to Shota. I think it's a little too early to see that for now. But he's gonna be putting a lot of people over on the way out, obviously. I don't know who yet. Um, Shota might be one of those people. Or they could go the other route and have him get retired by somebody from House of Torture. That would be the worst timeline. The absolute fucking worst timeline. Dear God, nobody from House of Torture, please. Not at this moment. House of Torture just I know they're designed to piss me off, but I'm just I'm legit fucking tired of them. It and is Yo injured? Last time I know he was like he had a shoulder injury that caused him to miss when is Best of the Super Juniors? Yeah, so he missed Best of the Super Juniors in May because of his shoulder injury. He still might be out. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left in this match. Oh, Ishii kicked out. All right. Yo, now he was. Oh, so Yo is cleared. My. All right, good. Okay, great. So, man. Okay, so when I was watching Roppongi 3K, it was always the general consensus was Yo was the better wrestler, but Sho was the more good looking of the two. So I thought, like, a lot of people thought when I was talking to them, like, Yo would be put on that, like, I mean, Yo's not a slouch when it comes to wrestling, but like, we thought Yo was going to be put on that babyface track to the like to the top of the company, and then they put him in House of Torture, and then I became sad. I mean, he's hilarious in House of Torture, but at the same time, it's just like I'm kind of done with it. I mean, they weren't gonna lose. They weren't gonna lose those tag titles anytime soon. Cat. Come I don't know what the cat wants. He wants up, he wants down, he wants up, he wants down, he doesn't want up, he doesn't want down. Yes, they are our double champs. I mean, TMDK is so hot right now, especially with Zach. So they're gonna carry those titles for a bit. There is our champion. I didn't know. So when Zach was talking the other night, I know he had been in Japan for a while. I didn't know how fluent he was. That's really cool. So I'm gonna say this. You all know my hatred for the current New Japan heavyweight title. It does look decent on Zach. Like he can pull that off. I have seen him come out with it on the other Rev Pro show they had like 2 nights before, one night before. He looks good with it. Um, I still fucking hate the thing, fucking shape, fucking everything else. But I'm not going to deny Zach does look physically good with the title, and that's fine. It's fine. Also, and they really needed to do this with their English department. I do not like the name Just Five Guys because the burger chain we have here. God damn it! I don't know how. I need to ask a Japanese. I have family in Japan. I should just ask him what they think of Just Five Guys as a name. Oh no, no, you're right. That TV title is shit. That it looks like absolute crap. You are true. That is a statement. That is yeah, yes. It's so weird how Sonata has so when Sonata debuted, he had, like, a Donnie Darko, like, mask type deal and all this other stuff. He that was when oh my god. I hate that he became a Final Fantasy pirate. His iteration was Donnie Darko person with the bat and the cool, like, dark black skull mask, and then it it became Final Fantasy fucking pirate. Yes, Five Guys is expensive, and I just don't eat there anymore. It's too expensive. I do kinda miss Zach's old theme when he was at Suzuki-gun. It was Bone Master. It was I liked it. But, like, the punk song does really, really fit him. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So, I have 2 types in this world, muscular goth women and tall, skinny boys, and Zach does fit. And Sonata, um, like, visually, Sonata looks good. He looks great in a fucking suit, I'm not gonna lie. No, Zach is it's a good-looking man. I won't lie about that. Sonata's suit game is, like, on another level, like, it's amazing. Also, his Twitter, it is, fashion and dogs. He loves dogs. I do like I have come around to Zach being blonde. Yeah. Zach is God, Zach is I'm so happy for him. Yeah, I thought he was such a good fit when he was in Suzuki-gun, and then, you know, like, I've always wanted him to win the big one, and I'm so fucking even though the belt is hideous, I am so fucking happy he finally won it. I was happy when Sonata won it, and then I got sad because his run wasn't very good. Red Shoes is the man. Um, alright, let's I was really upset when I think it was a match earlier on, like, last year when it was Sonata and Zach, and Sonata won. I was just like, "I know they're priming you for greatness, but what the fuck?" And Red Shoes is getting the chant. Come on, let's get this started. I have to go to a wedding at 4. Hurry up. I mean, it's going to be like a 20-minute match at least. Good exchange so far. Come on, boys. Oh, they're both in orange. I didn't realize this. If you want to see like an early Zack Sabre Jr. match, where it's like a good like uh submission like exchange. So there's a famous submission specialist called Negro Navarro, and Zach has actually like I found their match on YouTube. Actually, it's an actually pretty. This is pretty young Zach too. Before like all this, and it's an actually really good like back and forth if you want like a good like some like a submission versus submission specialist match, because there's so many goddamn freaking counters in that match. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Where are your limbs going? Yep, Sonata is all right. So I was like, quiet guys, please. Sonata, do you realize where you are? So according to statistics, Zach is their single record is 4-3-1 Sabres. Saber. Man, man, smooth. Nice sequence. This is a 60-minute time limit. Just so you know, it is a champion bout. You Yeah, well, let's assume there is no baby oil in the UK. You know what the weirdest thing is? So, and this just shows me how much my brain is on wrestling. There is somebody on my floor, an Asian individual, and when I looked at him, I was just like, "That dude just looks like a younger." He was thinner, but that dude just looks like a younger Sonata. And then and he was handsome, but then I found out he was an undergrad. I was just like, yeah, completely off now. I'm like, nope, can't deal. Nope, nope, nope. Too young, baby, child. Nope, nope. The child wanted to be on the lap, and he was just like, I'm not gonna jump up. You gotta pick me up. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Yo, way too young. I like immediately like there was something in my there was something in my brain that went, oh hell no. No, fuck no, 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 child. Like it's like my brain made the switch to like, oh, this is a child. No. Why is that baby? Hey, 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 my brain does something that Leonardo DiCaprio's brain does not do. When I hear an age that's younger than 25, I immediately that becomes the most unattractive thing ever for me. Like there could be a dude like that is like objectively attractive and I'm be like if I learn that that person is 21, no, 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 no. Me, my brain is like, nope, 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 nope. Again, I don't have the suppression that Leonardo DiCaprio has. You're I mean, yeah, Sonata, please don't injure our champion. He is way oh my god. We got some European style uppercuts coming from Zach currently. I'm sure when I hit 40 that will be the case for me too. Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. It's just Sonata. You've got a match on him. So that's an interesting thing. So I was looking at like this news article or something that had pictures from people like high schoolers in the 70s. I'm just like, oh my god, these fuckers are adults, but they were like fucking like 16, 17, 18. I'm just like, yo, high schoolers now do not look like that at all. Maybe it was the grain on the photos that made it older for me, but nah, they were just like they were built different. Like full on handlebar mustaches at that age. I don't think many people in my school had facial hair when I was in high school. Or if they had facial hair, it was really bad facial hair. There was, like, the amount of facial hair in the 1970s high school, like, you could fill out, like, a Harley Davidson mag at that point. Like, the amount of testosterone. It is. You know, I feel bad for guys who can't grow out a full beard. Um, my family included in the men. They can grow some of them can grow pretty good mustaches. Not so much beards though. I think that's why my dad never grew out a beard. My dad, wonderful mustache. Beard, never seen it. And I think I know why. There was one guy I knew who like was just like, if I grow out a beard or if I attempt to grow out a beard, like the patchiness looks too much like a penis. And I'm just like, dude, that sucks. Come on, Zach. Those who need to do a facial treatment might have to go to Turkey. Yes, but you know, especially if, like not MJF. Not MJF did not have to go to Turkey. All right, so it looks like Sonata is working the leg of Zack Sabre Jr. over a chop. Boo this man. Go to a professional for your veneers. There are way too many TikTok veneer techs. Please don't go to a veneer tech. Find out if they have a dentist degree. There have been too many people who have had ruined lives because of fake veneers. I could see that. I could see that. Speaking of Solo Sokoa, I know, like, Jay stepped up to him. Jay stepped up to Jacob recently. I wonder where they're going with that, cause I don't want Jacob to pin Jimmy, not while I mean, Jacob to pin Jay, not while he has the belt. That would be dumb. I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully, it's good. It hopefully, they pace it long term enough for it. Come on, Zach. No, they haven't paced it very well, and, like, I think this falls in line with a lot of wrestling stories, AEW too. Like, pacing has always been an issue in wrestling. Whether like, a lot of the times I feel like the pacing issue is because of, like, injuries or unseen circumstances that happen, but, like, I don't know, like, I feel like this could have been, like or it could be, like, change in, like, crowd and stuff like that, but I don't know, like, I feel like this shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, it's just kind of yeah, I'm just kinda looking watching the match at the moment. It does, like, the amount God, when AEW has just 4 fucking pay-per-views, I feel like things are paced a little better, but, like, you're always trying to hit points with those pay-per-views, and that's the problem. You can't expect to tell a coherent, like, story at a good pace if you have to always hit so many points in a year because you're hitting so many pay-per-views in a year. Like, stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. I have done, like, run my fair share of D&D games, and there are only so many high points you can put in or low points in the storyline in so much amount of time before, like, it's like, you just get fucking fatigued, and at that point, it's just like, what it's just weird. It really does kill the pacing though. It's kind of pretty slow pace currently, which is fine. Come on, please wrap this up. Cat. All right. That wasn't a very good shiny lizard. It's kind of slow. I know it's been a long match. I understand. No. Okay. When they were with so when I was at the Tokyo Dome, they did not. I don't think so. They did have VIP packages, so they might have. I'm not I don't remember meet and greets. At all the Ring of Honor shows, they always did meet and greets with the New Japan guys. I assume at Fighting Spirit they still would if there were like packages. All right. Okay, Zach. He's got entangled. It is done. All right. Good. Good. put put knee pads on. Yeah, he probably would look better with knee pads on, honestly. Here come the young lions putting on the ice packs for the boys. All right, Zach. And our champion lives another day. I am very interested to see what kind of storylines they will have for him going ahead. Especially, I wonder who's the person who beats him at Wrestle Kingdom. I have no idea who that is, but he is very annoying. Is he about to shake hands? You guys shake hands? Shake hands? You gotta give him the mic. Are we just gonna go? There's a mic. He is our champion. I don't know if they wanna bring somebody up, they might not let him keep it at Wrestle Kingdom, but I'm hoping they do. Alright. That is it for Royal Quest 4. Thank you everybody for joining me. I need to go run and fucking get in the car and drive an hour to go see friends get married. Um, yeah. We'll probably be back for the next pay-per-view. If I don't go see it myself. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for showing up. And yeah, I might see some of you on Tati's stream on Wednesday if she wants me to come. All right, have a good one.